Hey guys, my name is Shaan and today I'm going to be reviewing the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. But before we go ahead and get started, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications to see exactly when I post a new video. But other than that, let's get started. So taking a look at the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. The device is absolutely amazing, and opening up the box you get the case itself. The case itself is made out of styrofoam and it is pretty well built. Probably not the best for traveling, but it does offer some protection. In there you do go ahead and get the USB micro USB cable that you can use to go ahead and charge it, and to charge it I would definitely recommend to use the wall plug that is not actually included. You can use any wall plug. I used my Samsung wall plug. It doesn't matter which one you use, but in this case it will actually charge up within 2 hours, what is great because if you just plug it into a computer it will take way over 10 hours to actually go ahead and charge, and that actually freaked me out when I first did that. So make sure you guys go ahead and plug it into the wall. You also get quick start guide and also all the little manuals to teach you how to use the device, but it's fairly simple. The device itself does come right in the case, as exactly as you would think. The device itself is in the case and looks very nice. I got it in the black color, but it's kind of like almost like a grayish black in between. Now I do know the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 just came out 2 months ago, and that is great, especially for the price, as they did lower it. What was also pretty amazing that they did do, it is more portable and folds a little bit more, but they're practically exactly the same. And I've had the Osmos 2 for about 4 months now, and it's been very reliable. Now I used it on my trip and it was absolutely amazing, and you can see sample footage when you go ahead and check that out on my Shaan Vlogs channel. But other than that, it is a great device. The buttons itself has the joysticks, the record button, the mode button, and towards the side it has the zoom in and zoom out little toggle. Towards the front again you have 3 LED lights to determine what the battery status is at, and also a green light indicator to ensure that Bluetooth is on and can connect to your device. This also tells you a report of the battery, so it will turn red or orange or green depending on if it's charging, if the battery's going to die, or if it is connected to the device of your choosing. It works with both iPhone and Android, so it doesn't matter which one you go ahead and use. Towards the right side of the device you do get the actual micro USB port, so you can go ahead and charge the device, and towards the back it has an amazing option to actually charge up your phone. What I have never thought that this would actually happen, but you can use that too. So if you are about to run out of battery, you can always go ahead and plug it into the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 and you will have a fully charged phone in no time. Towards the bottom you actually do have a tripod threading, so you can actually attach the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 to a tripod, what is always nice to have just in case you don't want to go ahead and hold it. Mounting the device is actually really easy. You do have to balance the device yourself, but for the most part if you balance it well it will use less battery, and if you don't it will use up more battery. Overall the Osmo Mobile 2 will balance itself and fully calibrate. You can auto calibrate it too, but to ensure the little tweaks you do have to balance it itself to the most upright position with your smartphone, what is actually really easy. Once you get it set up it works perfectly fine. You can balance it whether in landscape or portrait, and it is up to your choosing. Now when you actually have to now record or whatever you want to do, you do go ahead and download the DJI app. Now in my opinion I actually didn't like using this app. It had many cool features like live streaming, be able to change the modes between lock, the pitch mode, what you can do with or without the app, but you can change the button of the mode use, but it could have pitch lock on or off, what is obviously great. And I did tend to use pitch lock on. Sometimes I did turn it off when I got too lazy on using the joystick, but it worked perfectly fine. My main complaint with the actual DJI app is it only being limited to recording at 720p. I had first figured this out and I absolutely hated this. Whether you record in the back or on the front camera, it will always record at 720p maximum, at least on Android. I don't know how it works for iPhone, and I'm assuming it may actually take more capable video quality, but I'm not completely sure about that. It was a bit disappointing, but what I did to do and go around this is actually just using my normal camera app, where I was able to record 4K at 60 frames per second, whether it be on the back or 4K on the front camera. So I mean, that is a lot better. Obviously 720p is not as sharp of looking compared to 4K, what was just way better. The only things that I do like about the app is the tracking feature. The tracking feature is amazing. You can actually go ahead and turn it on, and when you just drag to zoom on anything, I'm telling you, it tracks, whether it be a person or an object. On people, it works amazing. I was tracking myself actually, and the device moves at an amazing speed when it loses the track. Like if you're moving around, it will literally go from one side to the other side in a matter of a second. But if you use the little gimbal joystick that you have by yourself, it takes forever. So tracking is definitely hands down great. So if they do ever decide to make a higher video quality up to 4K on the DJI app, I would definitely recommend using the DJI app. Other than that, I would always recommend using your own camera app. Like I said, there are many features in the actual settings over there where you can go ahead and calibrate, change whatever you do want. You cannot change the cameras individually on your smartphone through the DJI app. Again, you will have to use your own camera for this. The one thing what I do love about this gimbal is that the stabilizer, while on, depending on how you balance it, can last up to 15 hours. And now out of my use, I've been able to get around 12 to 14 hours. So I say it's relatively good. And being on an S10 Plus, it is rather a big and heavier phone than most. So I do have to say that getting 12 to 14 hours without having to charge it, it will last the whole day, or for me, a couple of days without actually charging it, and the standby time is actually phenomenal and amazing. And I would definitely recommend picking up a DJI OSMO Mobile 2 or 3, whichever one, because it's newer. The Mobile 2 is just amazing. Like I said, you could do so many things, and I personally loved it. Now, the Mobile 2 came in at around $170 US, what was actually crazy and a little bit expensive. In my opinion, it was a little bit actually expensive compared to the Mobile 3, what just came out 2 months ago, and literally was only $130 Canadian, and that is already a $40 difference. And not only that, US and Canadian dollars are different, so there is definitely a major gap in price. So definitely would recommend the Mobile 3 over the 2, as it is newer and can fold in a more compact form than the Mobile 3, than the Mobile 2, what is definitely a hands-on great feature. But the Mobile 2, in my opinion, is amazing, and definitely just for the battery life and all the features it has, I definitely do recommend it. I don't really have any complaints on the DJI except for just the app. The device itself is amazing. I would hands down recommend it for anyone that's looking for a mobile stabilizer. If you guys did like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications to see exactly when I post a new video. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.